Hello and welcome to episode 51 of On the Dawntrail. This is my Final Fantasy XIV MSQ guide and playthrough, working our way through Shadowbringers and getting ready for Dawntrail releasing at the beginning of July. So today I have to do a trial and kill Titania, but it's a trial, meaning I waited for over 30 minutes yesterday trying to get into this stupid dungeon, or this stupid duty, and couldn't get in. So, first thing that's on the menu is to try to finish that. Oh boy, it says 13 minutes, and we'll see if it takes that long. Hopefully sooner, fingers crossed. Hopefully not an hour, man. Come on, I really don't want to do that. I did 3 of these role quests here with Lurik just to bide out some time and didn't end up getting inside the instance itself. So, fingers crossed it does a lot better this time. In fact, if I do end up having to wait, I could do some editing magic to cut out that wait time, which is the reason I decided to record today as opposed to stream. That being said, I'm already in it, so might as well continue on with these role quests. Lurik, the Hunter's Legacy. Furious, my friend! Thank the gods you're here. Ever since we parted ways, I've been exhausting myself running all over the Crystarium, questioning anyone and everyone, hoping someone might have seen Andrea. But alas. Only the Crystarium? So you haven't gone outside even for a bit? What's this guy doing? Come on now. Come on now. Well, of course. Surely this is the limit of what a man with meager financial resources can accomplish. Oh my gosh. But never mind all that. For it but recently dawned on me that the vision you beheld of Renda Ray's past could hold the clues for which we have been desperately searching. When you first described it to me, I felt as though I'd heard it before, and I had. My wet nurse had told me the exact same story when I was still a boy. It was a tale of a courageous hunter who, together with her comrades, embarked on a quest to slay a notorious mark, a great horned beast. They came upon their quarry in a desert, and there attempted to lay it low. Alas, the beast had a singular strength, and the hunter a fatal weakness, and so in the ensuing struggle her comrades were killed, leaving her, the sole survivor, to swear vengeance. Would you not agree that your vision is a perfect match for this tale? I suppose. Then there can be no doubt. Renda Ray is the celebrated hunter, the hero I so admired in my childhood. After that tragic day, the hunter resolved not to rely upon others and instead slew the beast by herself. She somehow found a way to compensate for her weakness. Anyway, my recollection of the tale is likely riddled with errors. We should ask Miss Olvera to recount it in full. She was a bounty hunter herself before she entered into our service, you know. Also, in light of all this, I should share with you an interesting theory concerning all the virtues I heard from a fellow hunter. Apparently, each appears to be driven by particular memories, moments that forever changed each of these fallen heroes. Makes sense, doesn't it? Renda Ray being a hunter of notorious marks in life and death. I don't know why it never occurred to me before. But if that is indeed the reason for why she behaves as she does, then the more we learn about Renda Ray's adventures, the better our chances of predicting where she'll turn up. All the more reason to go and see my former wet nurse, Miss Olvera. Oh, from former wet nurse. Miss Olvera lives in Gate Town in Calusia. Let us be off then. Uh-oh. Do I have that place unlocked? Oh yeah, I do. Should be right next to Yulmore. I'm pretty sure. The Hunter's Legacy. Yeah, okay. Let's go to Calusia. If I end up running to a roadblock, I can also do the event quests. There's the Easter quests going on. Or the Easter-themed quests with eggs and such. I actually don't know much about it. All I know is that it starts in Gridania, so... I mean, if worse comes to worse and I'm still sitting in a queue for like an hour and a half, I can go do that. And on April 2nd is the Final Fantasy XIV crossover, so I'm excited. I actually have not played 16. I really want to, but... Alas, I have not the resources to pursue such an endeavor. Maybe someday. Fingers crossed. Yeah, the event should be really cool. And from what I can remember, it's not super spoily in terms of the actual, like, FF16 story itself. Which is nice for people like me who don't have the means to play it yet. Gate Town. What the heck? Oh, you live in this little shack over here? Shame. Lurik! Here we go. Furious, this is Miss Olvera, the wet nurse who raised me for practically the entirety of my childhood. She was bonded to my family and lived with us in the city at the time. But when I came of age, she was forced to leave.
Why, you've grown into such a strapping young man. But I can't imagine you came to Gate Town just to pay me a visit, my little Reek.
Not in front of him, if you please. But to answer your question, we did in fact come to see you. There were stories you told me as a child of a courageous hunter. Was that hunter perchance the warrior of light, Renda Ray?
Of all the reasons you could have. Aye, those stories were of Renda Ray, the greatest bounty hunter of her day, a legend so many aspired to become. Less so after the flood. It was still fresh in everyone's minds when I was younger. For all the good they had done in life, none could deny the chaos they sowed in death, as sin eaters. Despite all of that, me and my mates still look up to her. We knew all her feats and swore to preserve them, in secret if need be, that she might inspire future generations as she had ours. So years and years later, when you wanted to hear tales of adventure and heroism, I couldn't help but share with you the ones nearest and dearest to my heart. I only wish I hadn't had to change all the names.
And it's true. The hero who I looked up to as a child. Those tales of daring do drove me to take up the bow, as you had, to pester you for training that I might become a bounty hunter. It was you. Miss Olvera, Furious and I are hunting Andrea, and we believe that one of the stories you shared with me may help guide our search. Namely, the one about the great horned beast that killed her friends. Will you tell it to me again?
Wicked White? Is that... Oh, my little Reek. Very well. Even as a young hunter, Renda Ray's incredible hearing was unparalleled. She could track her quarry through a forest by the most minute sounds of their passing, from miles away even by some accounts. Even the most subtle and stealthy beasts never eluded her for long. A misplaced foot, a snapped branch. Eventually, Renda Ray would know, and her aim was always good and true. As she grew older and honed her skills further, she set her eyes on bigger prizes. She became a hunter of notorious marks, and together with her comrades, earned fame and fortune. As their reputation swelled, so too did their egos. Only the most dangerous game would suffice, and so they resolved to hunt the scourge of Norvrent, the devourer of souls, Balam Keats. But what Renda Ray did not realize was that her greatest strength would prove her undoing. When she faced Balam Keats, the beast roared with such force that it brought her to her knees. Helpless, she could only watch as it claimed the lives of her beloved comrades and fled. After burying the hunters and vowing that she would one day avenge them, she took to the road once more. She met Ardbert and his fellow warriors of light, and for a time she accompanied the fledgling heroes on their adventures. To them, she was a breath of fresh air, a vibrant young woman who savored every moment and found joy in the simple pleasures. They knew naught of her fallen friends or how their deaths weighed heavily upon her still. The party wandered the realm, performing many great deeds and growing ever stronger, as did Renda Ray. While in Calusia, she even devised a means to defend against the powerful roar that had been her downfall that fateful day. And then, while engaged in adventure in Rakatika, a rumor reached Renda Ray's ears. Balam Keats, the scourge of Norvrent, devourer of souls, had been spotted wandering Sitya swamps. It was a golden opportunity, but to seize it would be to face the beast alone. She could not wait for Ardbert and the others, nor could she ask that they forsake their sworn duty. But perhaps it was just as well, for the memory of her defeat still haunted her. The courageous hunter had allowed a single fear to take root in her heart, the fear of losing her new companions as she had her old. So it was that Renda Ray ventured forth in secret, resolved to slay her hated foe, Balam Keats, alone. And with all her strength and guile, the legendary hunter did just that. Vengeance claimed, she rejoined Ardbert and the others, and never spoke of the terrible battle twixt her and the dread beast. From that day forward, she was Renderay, the warrior of light, and the deeds of her and her comrades would be celebrated forevermore.
It's strange to think that a woman I admired when I was young would become the sin eater I swore to slay.
What she became doesn't change who she was. Even if the tales were a little embellished over the years, they were rooted in truth. She was and will always be a hero to me, and to you, I hope.
Thank you, Miss Olvara, for everything. I promise I will visit you again soon. So, Furious, remember that theory I told you about before about the virtues being driven by powerful memories? If Andrea is reenacting the journey leading up to her confrontation with Balam Keats, the one that took her from Amarang to Calusia, then her next destination must be the Raktika Greatwood, wasn't it? The Kingdom of Rainbows, Ilmeg. The Raktika Greatwood. Right. That was where she laid low the beast last, in the City of Swamps to be precise. And so that is where we shall go. Let us away.
Now listen, Reek. There's an awful lot of people don't know about Renderay, or the world for that matter. So wherever you go and whatever you see, remember not to take it at face value. Don't just accept what others tell you is good and true. Listen to your heart and decide for yourself, and be safe. Furious, was it? It is such a pleasure to meet a friend of Reek's. His parents never hesitated to provide him with all the wealth and opportunities they could. When it came to love and support, well, all I can say is that it is a miracle that boy turned out as well as he did. One can never have too many friends or too much support. That goes for you as well, I think.
I see. Uh-oh. I can't go. Oh, geez. Yep. Well, we hit the spot where I can't progress any further because I can't go to the Raktika Greatwood because I can't kill Titania because the Q won't pop. That sucks. Therefore, we're changing directions. We're going to Gridania. And we're going to see how far we can get into the holiday quest. We're, how far are we in? Let's see. We are a good 12 minutes in. It says 13-minute wait time. We only have one other DPS. Yep, things are looking up. And by up, I mean terrible. What over here? Good old Gridania. Oh boy. Dude, nice. Yo, that's a sick outfit, brother. Dang, looking sleek. Okay, this must be it. The princesses and the eggs. It's gotta be it. Welcome, my friend. I take it the hatching tide decorations have caught your eye. It warms my heart to greet yet another reveler, for I am the host of this event, Gili Aliopa. Gili Aliapo, at your humble service. If I'm not mistaken, you're an adventurer, yes? Might I have your name? Furious. A festive name to be sure. I hope that you shall find all things hatching tide to your liking. In fact, I know you shall. For I have seen it in a dream clear as the one I had many moons ago, where the 12 archons delivered unto me a prophecy which inspired this occasion. I have worked tirelessly since that night to do their words justice. This year, it was again a dream that sparked my imagination. A dream of a Gobu. Gubu, massive and marvelous, standing upon the stage where else but in Ul'dah, so many moms away. Wreathed in radiant flowers of pink, the darling Gubu held in her hands an egg decorated most lavishly. What? And there is but one time of year when the sandy brown of that city is accented by peach blossoms in full bloom. Yes, I speak of Little Ladies' Day. The message of Mistress Aliapo's dream was clear. Combine the spirit of Hatching Tide and Little Ladies' Day to create the most exciting day that Jewel of a city has ever seen. Naturally, we sought out those in charge of the event and brought our proposal before them. "'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Master Furious. I have the honor of acting as this year's Royal Seneschal, and it is my duty to bring smiles and cheers to all of the ladies of the realm. What is Little Ladies' Day, you ask? Why, it is a day when the maidens of Eorzea are doted upon as princesses by their very own loyal seneschal. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Mistress Eliapo's proposal was quite unprecedented, and so confident was she in her vision that she had already secured the services of a performer and his Gubu companion before meeting with us. Ugh. I regret to say, not all in Ul'dah share her conviction. Many doubt the safety of such an act, which has brought our plans for Little Ladies' Day to a standstill. The trepidation is not without cause, mind you. Some 15 years ago, a supposedly tame Gubu ran amok in the city streets, causing untold harm. When the Celestial informed us of these circumstances, I got to thinking we could hold a hatching tide event here in Gridania, where the Gubu was the main attraction. Not only will this lift the spirits of Gridania's people, but it would prove to those in Ul'dah that the Gubu poses no danger. Surely that would put any doubts to rest. In fact, performers have already arrived. Nanota and I were treated to a display of their show, and I must say, never have I seen a Gubu so pretty and sweet. Out of all of the paths forward we could have taken, this seemed to be the only one which might please all parties. I came to Gridania at once so I could act as a witness for my peers in Ul'dah. Since you're here, might you accompany me to the show? Someone as well versed in this realm's beastkin as you may be particularly qualified to tell us just how docile this Gubu is. I expect quite a few eggs for my troubles, but I hate to see Miss Eliapo's dream shattered. Nah, give me the eggs. Excuse me. Eggs? Quite an unusual form of payments, but I believe Mr. Eliapo has plenty. Regardless, the look on your face says you agree to my proposal. Many thanks, and I look forward to what is sure to be a fascinating show. Well then, all is settled. The show of a lifetime awaits at Bent Branch Meadows. You had best not tarry. Agreed. Let us make our way there and speak with Aldamoon, the performer in charge. Ooh, I can hardly wait! Right. Boo-boos, eh? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. 17 minutes in. Still no friggin' instance. Oh, there it is! Oh, there you go. The Dancing Plague. I spoke too soon. Come on, baby. Please. The problem is, I don't remember how this fight goes, so I'm gonna get absolutely murked. Come on, baby. Come on, tank. Come on. Yes! Alright, here we go. We in it now, baby. Yeah, baby! That's what we've been waiting for! Woo! Norvrent, the Dancing Plague. Who goes there? Are you the one who broke the seal? Where's that nose? No voices. Light Warden, Titania. Ah, so much time lost, so much frolicking and feasting left undone. We must make up for it, we must. Beginning by playing with you. Let's blue this. Hopefully someone tells me what to do, because it's been a while. Nope, we're just going in on it.
Come and play, for the night is bright and you can sleep when you're dead.
Bright Sabbath? Okay, what is that? Let's see. Is that a raid wide by chance? It is. Bright Sabbath, raid wide. Got it. Got it on lock. Okay, in. Phantom Ruin. Divination Rune. Okay, that is a tank buster, AoE tank buster.
Well,
Mist rune. Okay, what is this? Makes the ground wet. I'm gonna stand in this. Looks like I should.
When you play with fire.
Flame rune. Okay, we need to stand in these, I think. No? Maybe? Oh, I'm standing in just in case. Oh, okay, okay. It goes on somebody, and then we all stand in the water. Right, right. Ah, and the water disappears. Okay. Phantom rune out. See. Oops, don't have a song on.
We're
Embarrassing.
sick of this cramped old castle.
Midsummer's Night Dream. It pulled it. Oh, okay, we're in the forest now. Growth rune. Please. Someone's getting murked. Oh, that guy died. Okay. Okay, okay. Phantom rune in. Bright Sabbath. I'm going to use my Troubadour on this guy. That's the raid wide. Got him. Frost rune. This one's new. Probably makes the ground sticky. Phantom rune out. Good. Oh, let my things drop. It's not good. Go. Okay, cool, cool. So far, oh, okay. Just about to say so far so good. And then phase change. Lovely. Alright, looks like we are going on mustard seed. Fuck. I think we're going, nope. Okay, we're going these guys. Or mustard seed. I'm gonna stick with mustard seed. Okay. Puck next? Yeah, looks like everyone's on Puck. Or his health's falling pretty quickly, so I'm assuming it's okay to fight him. Don't have a song, put the song on. Okay, Peace Blossom. Good. Hard swipe, don't want to stand in front of that, probably not. Ah, easy peasy, okay. Next is... What's happening? Ah, they get all big, and that is not good. Looks like we're on this guy here. Puck first, looks like. Okay. Stack. I could do whatchamajigget, but okay, Puck down. Next is Peace Blossom. Looks like that's fine, yeah. Peace Bomb. Oh, I haven't put dots on. Should probably do that. I'll do it on the next guy. Oh, there we go. Someone put a marker. My bad. There we go. Now we got him. Okay. Cool, 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 cool.
And dance like the leaves on the ground.
I could put my troubadour on, but nah, I think we're okay. Should be fine. Too easy, dude. Wasn't even hurt. Dots first.
So much fun. Let's play some more.
Don't stand in front. Mist Ruin. I don't remember what that is. Oh no, it's for yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go way over here. Make sure people stand in the things. I'm gonna stand in them. Phantom Rune in. Stack on this person. Make sure you're in. Yep. Growth Rune. Free up my dots. Okay, where's the safe spot gonna be? I'm over here, maybe? This looks like a good spot. Luckily, I can still hit him. Good. Divination Rune. Don't know what that. Oh, Tank Buster. Oop, don't have a song on. Frost Rune. I think it's a big AoE thing. Just... And then giant AoE is probably. Oh, not this time, huh? Oh, my dots fell off, so make sure to re-up those. Phantom Rune in. Phantom Rune out. Too easy, man. Come on, buddy. Thank you, group, for carrying me. Somehow I managed to make myself 4th on the DPS list. Let's go, baby.
We can play no more.
Get marked. Me all the light. I'll take it. The Warrior of Darkness. Heck yeah, buddy! Oh, we'll give this guy a thing. Yesh. And I got a player commendation too. Let's go!
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my Snayak. The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose. For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king. The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place. However, should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us, never again to live as men do. My adorable sapling, my precious mortal. We Fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see, to sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden, that is the beauty of your kind. Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead. Kinla, Ilichla, Ilmeg, Okbra. Now, shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
Yo, Sugoi. Looks super cool now.
Confound it! How did they get here so fast?
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
How in the seven hells?
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Minfilia, willful child, how many times must I come to collect you?
I won't return to Yulmore. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
Look! The sky!
He's done it. The warrior of darkness has triumphed.
General? What are our orders? What do we do? We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the Warrior of Darkness.
Forward, men! Take the villains captive! Are you deaf? I said...
Axla Orwain! Axla Orwain!
What's happening? Water? That wasn't there before. Ah!
Orwaik Kansasi, Orwaik Kinsi.
What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it! General, they come in greater numbers. We must retreat!
Excuse me.
All who stand with the Warrior of Darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
Yeah, they just killed a bunch of those dudes.
I see. Well, it's a good thing Feaul volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Feaul, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wish to make the most of it. That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be. To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Ilmeg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength. In return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call.
I'll be sad to lose you. What about our pact? Yeah, what about our pact?
Silly sapling. I shall remain at your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you. Treat them as you would your Isnefis.
Well, that was surely something, I tell you what. Orion J, we did it.
Ne'er for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldst triumph over thy foe. Yet the majesty of thine achievement delighteth me nonetheless. Naught hath returned to Ilmeg, and we stand one step closer. Night hath returned to Ilmeg, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom, and averting the 8th umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou were not present to see the Fae folk put the Olmorians to flight. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. Ah, what valuable allies they might prove, were the mood only to take them.
That means I can fly! Oh, it was so worth it, yep. It was worth it getting all the stupid ether currents. Ilmeg completo! The wheel turns. Excuse me. I knew you could do it, and not only because of your blessing. You have a strength all your own, and it has seen us through many a trial. With the warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going together, needless to say. To the bitter end, the fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Fae folk. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful. The city was spared Yomo's attentions, but I would soon to see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for us all when I say that I've had a belly full of Ilmeg. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. Ah, jeez. Reading chops are not up to snuff today, but that's Daijobu. The wheel turns. Back to the Crystarium, baby. Moving on to the next leg. Yoink! Okay, it was about a 20-ish minute wait for the trial. That's not too bad, all things considered. Oh, I guess I could have just walked out from the plaza there. Alizé, let's give it our all. Oh, that's him. Seems like it's still in good shape.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Yes. Ylmor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
And you are...
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity, I am Emmett Selk, Ascian.
Gaius spoke of you, a native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply. Infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining? Following the flood, the First had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all. Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters!
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what La Habrea did. And we all know how well that ended for him. And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation. I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground? For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian Slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted. I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
He's playing me for a sap. I don't like it. Cooperation? He can't be serious, can he? Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder. But first things first, we should report to the Exarch. You can run along, Furious. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I say you to earn a rest. Go on, take yourself to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more. Really? Bruh. What if I want to go talk to the Exarch and see what's going on? How dare she? Send me away like a petulant child. Unacceptable. Is there a blue quest in here? I think I've already checked it, haven't I? Oh, it's hidden. Yeah. Manager of Suites. Ah, welcome back, sir. We've been expecting you. You will find refreshments laid out in your quarters. We hope they are to your liking. Will you be retiring now? Yes. Very good, sir. I bid you a pleasant evening. The wheel turns. Ooh. Excuse me. Sandwich bag. Ooh. Free food. Complete. Big sigh. I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray, take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You'll probably think you're talking to yourself. Still, he's keeping you well fed. Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about. When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining. Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
Not everything. Tell me about Seto. They're putting me off my dinner. I gotta do it, dude. I didn't need to be angry, I was really joking.
Poor you. But I take your point. Let's see then. What's a good topic for mealtime? Food, I suppose. I could tell you about Verbatite cuisine, if you like. Oh, and there's this time we were forced to collect rare ingredients for some god's-forsaken feast. If it sounds ridiculous, it's because it was. What? You too? Parallel worlds, eh? So, what sort of things did you have to fetch then?
No, I remember that. It was the Titan quest. Annoying, bro. ARR stuff. You went hard on those sandwiches, huh? I can go for a sandwich right now. Dang. I went real politic. Manager. Oh, I wonder if I have any gear actually. I do not. What a waste of time. A party soon divided. Oh boy. Good evening to you, sir. I do hope you are well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the Ocular. He asks that you convene with them at your earliest convenience. Fair enough. I'm ready to take on more adventure time. In the Ocular at the Doppelgate. Let's see what the next leg of our journey takes us. You have business with the Crystal Exarch? Say the word and I would be happy to escort you to the Ocular. Yes. Looks like I'm the last to arrive here.
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon? Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe. Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty. I meant what I said and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters, put each and every Light Warden to the sword, prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies. Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs. And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the Eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil.
Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
That's impressive. You think I think. A kernel, perhaps. Not one jot. I don't know. But if he crosses us, I'll make him wish he hadn't. I like that.
I'm sure you will. But consider for a moment. If he meant simply to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Armarang, and Raktika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Armarang in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me. You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
'Twould be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
What's that?
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Luran.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take. Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
So many things going on at once. Emmett Selk. This letter from Vorthry. Y'shtola. Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There was a church, or rather the ruins of a church, at Fort Job. Might I ask that you go there before seeking out Y'shtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writings I believe may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. A most considerate proposal. Very well. Ere we depart for Raktika, we shall journey unto Fort Job that we might secure this relic. To the relic! Luckily, I have the zoomies over there. Zoom. Zoop. Let's find this relic. Oh yeah, I can't fly here yet. Dang it. Here amidst these ruins we will find the Church of the First Light, and within that hollowed hall the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick. Woo! New gear! Oops. Inventory? Pop. Yeah, I'm a Vieira, so you can't see it, which sucks, but that's okay. A little faith. At the height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites serve not as man's final bastion, but as testament to his ingenuity and architectural prowess. The Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Alas, the flood with its inexorable tides would drown nigh every one, and did all but put an end to the religion as a whole. For the creatures which then did rise from the fulgent deluge were seen as agents of divine punishment, sent to devour sin and sinner both, whence came the name of Sin Eater. The people were lost, seemingly forsaken by their God. Yet where there is light there hath ever been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. The most devout of these worshippers of shadow did then migrate to the Raktika Greatwood, but that is a tale for another time. For now, let us find what remaineth of the chapel here. Oh, okay. Some religious underpinnings, eh? Some background to the peoples we're gonna go harass in the Raktika Greatwood. I dig it. I have to go down. I'm gonna go under. Here, maybe? Oh, this must be it. Yep. What in tarnation is this? The Church of the First Light. Sugoise. Aye, this is indeed the church we seek. It's surprisingly intact. What little is left of the churches I've seen until now has always borne the scars of decades of disuse. Its subterranean construction hath done much to protect the hall from the ravages of time, yet the reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. As faith in the light did wane, so rose reverence for the dark, and its followers did want for places of worship. To be plain, the standards which do adorn these walls belong not to those who built them, but to worshippers of the dark, the Knights Blessed, who subsequently migrated to Raktika, yes. Indeed, it was beneath the shaded boughs of the Raktika Greatwood that they finally found sanctuary. Oft and many times did Yulmore make spurious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The Exarch knoweth full well that Y'shtola, in her seclusion, doth labor to learn all she may of the Blessed in their past. 'Tis why he sent us here, I now see. The tablet of which he spoke no doubt provideth a glimpse into the history of that she so yearneth to comprehend. Well then, we better hurry up and find it. Okay. Let's survey the area. Search your surroundings for the tablet. You may move the camera as well as... Okay. One of these, huh? Let's creep on Rin. Minfilia. Holy moly. I can barely see my hand in front of my face. Only that torch were a little closer. What you get for spying on me earlier? Let's see. Yeah, underneath? Is it hiding underneath here? J. With a tablet, a fragment of Holy Scripture, it would most assuredly rest here on this altar. Yet this would, I presume, also have been where the Blessed placed the font of seeing used in the practice of their faith. Whither then would they have set that tablet? Thancred. Can anyone tell me what this infernal tablet even looks like? Okay, here we go. Now for the real search. How was a tablet? I feel like it would be maybe up in the theme. Oh, time there. There it is. I could have sworn I passed that earlier. You have located the time-worn tablet. No one thought to look under the table? Come on now, guys. Come on. Let's be smart. There it is. It's there, it's there. Within the altar, thou sayest. That was quite the quest right there. Truly magnificent. I'm gonna go on this side so that I can face everyone. Naught escapeth thine eye, 'twould seem. This is indeed the tablet we seek. Curious. These engravings predate the Knights Blessed. If I am not mistaken, they are writ in the script of the ancient empire of Ronka, whose capital once stood in the midst of what is now Raktika. It will be no small matter to decipher them. A fine gift for our seeker of truth. 'Tis plain the Exarch understandeth Y'shtola only too well. But come, let us quit this place to make ready for our journey into the woods. Completo! To the woods! Into the dark. Ere we depart, there is a custom of the Knights Blessed which I feel compelled to elucidate. As one might expect, they deem light to be abhorrent, and everything it touches befouled. Thus do they take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint, including their very names. To speak plain, it is the belief of the Blessed that one's own name must ne'er be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not the use of another's. Thus do parents protect their children, and in rare cases, masters their disciples. It is that Y'shtola hath taken the... It is that Y'shtola had taken the name of Master Matoya. Lest we offend him, I bid you speak not her true name in the Blessed's presence. With that in mind, let us speak with the guard who keepeth vigil at the Great Wood's border. Fair enough. Master Matoya it is, not Y'shtola. I'm hip with the customs of other cultures, you know? I'm not one to offend. Or am I? Dude. Oh, jeez. All these graves. It's a somber moment there. On our way to find Master Matoya. Yeah, I don't have to worry about these guys, huh? Yep, okay, already got the currents, just all MSQ quests now. Until I can finally fly. I hope. Right? Maybe not. I don't think it's an MSQ quest. I think I missed the blue quest somewhere. It might be in the city. Ah, jeez. Well met, traveler. What brings you here? Yes, of course. Right this way. Oh man, I forgot.
No matter how far he goes, man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
Norvrand, the Raktika Great Wood. Great Wood.
We have arrived. Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable. Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule! Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days. Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows? Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
Oh, Emmett Self. Why are you here? Carry on, Jay. 'Tis plain our Ascian counterpart meaneth to follow us wheresoever we lead. Were it otherwise, he would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. Verily, it pervadeth every corner, and so long as the light wardeth remaineth, the sin-eaters shall be free to prey upon these lands without surcease. If naught is done, 'tis but a matter of time before the blessed succumb. 2 years past, a swarm of sin-eaters did lay waste into their largest settlement, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Though some few did survive, they knew not how to go on, wayward souls in want of a guiding hand. For mercy, Y'shtola hath provided that which they sorely needed. They have since endeavored to restore their home, and thither shall we bend our steps, to Fort Gone. Good old Raktika Greatwood in Lahi. Literally, what do you call it? Iconic, that's the word. This is one of those zones you just rarely never have to go back to when you get into other content and stuff, so... Man, it's been a while since I've traversed, especially on land. When you can just fly everywhere, it's like... I don't remember any of this. The ether current should be real close, I think. Methinks. In fact, it should be right there. Yes. Touch. Yes. That good. Okay. Let's see what's going on in this Fort Gone. It's definitely gone, I tell you that. Kinda burned down, if you ask me. Who the heck is that guy? Destination. Let's survey the area. Oofed. Quite burnt.
I see little sign of recent activity, nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
Now! Surround them!
These senators, they're not like the others.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak?
It's a Sin Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
Please, we're not Sin Eaters. Kupo. Act like a Moogle? Oh god. No, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. This is not the time to say anything.
Oh, for the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives. You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so I retire to the shade. Good luck.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
I think I preferred La Habrea.
Enough. Runar, report.
Master Matoya! We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are Sin Eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin Eaters, then what?
'Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not? Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company. The one I know not. There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though he is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but 2 Light Wardens have already perished by his most puissant hand.
It cannot be.
It's been too long, clearly. Nice to see you too, Master Matoya. You truly thought me a Sin Eater? Nice to see you too, Master Matoya.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome. Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Raktika and its people.
New zone, baby. Old comrade, let's go. How dare you? How dare you forget me? Ooh. How dare you forget me? That is unacceptable, little son. Anyways. You have been busy since arriving in the first, I gather. But I would hear the tale of your travails in more suitable surroundings. With Fort Gone yet to be rebuilt, the Knights Blessed have made their home in a settlement to the northeast. I will await you at its entrance. Follow the path through yonder gate, and you will find me soon enough. Let's get out of this decrepit wasteland, as it were. Northeast? Oh, cool. Oh, we're gonna touch this aetheryte, baby. Slither bow! I'm gonna slither on up in there, you know what I mean? Yep, still to the north. There you are. I found you. The heck is that thing? Is that a beetle? There you are. I was beginning to worry. Much like the Twelves would, this forest has a way of dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. But I digress. Let me show you the home of the Knights Blessed. What the heck is that thing? Oh, some player. Ooh, nice chocobo barding. Ooh, that be looking pretty snazzy. Hey, my friends. First, touch. North, huh? The heck? Walked off, huh? How dare you? Make sure I got a view of everyone. Oh, just kidding. Cutscene.
Slitherbow is the largest of the blessed settlements. They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood. I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people. Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come.
We got a lot to catching up to do. Classic masturbatory song. Candles are fake.
I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Raktika. In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I have come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded. Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape. Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me. Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
I must say, Stola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd. But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will. And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life. But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
Jeez, you're still coming in here with throwing hands, bro. Into the dark, completo. It's supposed to be a reunion of friends, man. Not a lecture. Dang, dude. Welcome back, Master Matoya. Am I right? Am I right, Urianger? Am I right? That being said, I think this would be a good place to stop. A nice short stream. I just want to make sure I got the Tanya out of the way, and the fact I made it all the way here to the Rectica Greatwood and met with Y'shtola is just icing on the cake. So yeah, this is episode 51 of On the Dawntrail, my Final Fantasy XIV MSQ guide and playthrough, slowly but surely making our way through Shadowbringers in preparation for Dawntrail. Anyone who decided to tune in, thank you so much. To wherever you may be, excuse me, good morning, good night, and everything in between. Until next time, see ya!